I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be. So Alexis, remember, she's the one that was at the trial. She's the one that he says in her letter, his letters to the judge, he calls her his fiance, and that his lawyers weren't really nice to him, or nice to her, because hold on a second, let's just play this real quick. They were trying to say like she must be stupid for even, being with him or whatever, remember? But here, let's just play this one. Now, she doesn't explain too much details in this, but this is the first one that she comes out. Most of you guys have already seen it, but just to refresh, when she first comes out, because she's like quiet, nobody hears from her, and people are talking about her being at the trial, and then reading the letters that Wade talks about her, and then she comes out and she does this TikTok for just 2 minutes, and she kind of just explains it a little bit. But like I said, there's other videos where she explains more detail, but let's just watch this since I have it up, because I wanted to show people who she was if anybody didn't know.
I'm just going to jump on here real quick because there seems to be a lot of confusion, and the fact that you guys post my mugshots from almost 3 years ago, and then most recent one for a probation violation, like this, all because I brought suits for Wade, like, and you guys are doubting, like, saying shit to me, talking shit about me, and you're glorifying him. Like, I don't understand how you guys are gonna call me ugly or call me fat or call me a drug addict or call me this or call me fucking that, but yet none of you know anything about me. Not one. And the ones that do, rest assured, I'm just fine. Very successful business owner, great mom, still have my kids. Everything is going great for me. Not to mention, my career for what I'm going to do for the rest of my life is getting pretty intense. So if you guys want to post crap about me and say things, like, go ahead, because at the end of the day, I pay my bills and none of you do. So, and if anybody talks to Wade, just tell him to go fuck himself. And everybody that's like glorifying him and making these sex traps and saying that he's so this and so that, but yet you hate me. Why would it be? Why? Just get over it. I don't know what to say. Keep my name out of it. Keep it in there. I really don't care, but I just wanted to get on there and set this record straight. I'm not Wade Wilson's fiance, nor have I ever claimed to be, nor do I ever want to be. I want nothing to do with him or anything. I went to go hear the truth. I found out the truth. That's all I needed to hear. I don't know anybody else any explanation. So I would appreciate it if you guys would just keep your mouth shut, because not one of you have contacted me or anything. Actually, not one. Everybody's talking shit, you keyboard warriors and shit, but have a great day, everybody.
Let me get the picture. I didn't know Allie got a tattoo of Wade. Look. That's crazy. I did not know that. So Lewis, is this from like her live? Look at that. So she did it. Kidding me. But I thought that's interesting. She did get the tattoo. What I was just trying to find is the video where she explains like everything about like when she stopped talking to Wade, and just to see, because I think it was the one I saw, I think, is when she was with Coral, right? All right, so hers started on 6/4. Now, obviously, she was probably sending them ones before that, but since I only have the month of July or June, this is where her start in June. So Wade says to her, the trial is being live streamed by Law and Crime. It's on YouTube. It's a YouTube channel. It's like $2 to subscribe for the month, but you can tune in to my trial that way. And then she says, I saw you clearly don't want me there, and it's fine. I won't go. I won't even watch it then. So it's probably like I'm thinking it's more like his reaction, probably. Maybe like he didn't look at her, he gave her a dirty look. Who knows? But let's see. So there's Alexis right there, and you'll see when Wade comes in, it does appear that he probably is looking at her.
All right. Let the record reflect, State's President, Defense Counsel, and the defendant are all present.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Sarah Miller and Andreas Gardner on behalf of the state. Kevin and Shirley, Mr. Hollander, and Ms. Perez on behalf of Mr. Wilson.
All right, Mr. Perez, if you'll put your full name on the record for us.
Gwendolyn Perez.
Thank you. And the defendant is present. We're ready to proceed this morning.
And then he says, I tried calling last night after 10, but when calling from my tablet, either maybe number blocked or your phone was off. It didn't even ring. I will be back today later around 5 or 6. And then he says, so that's Wade saying that, right? And then he says, you must have blocked me from calling you. So for the classification purposes then in moving forward, are you not wanting for me to have interest in you? And then she says, I told you I took blank right before you called. And if I was up and you didn't call me yesterday, I sent you that picture. Now we're at July 6th. Wade says, I did try calling yesterday, but see, the thing I'm trying to let you know is that every time I try calling you from my tablet in my cell, that it only rings one time, like it's blocked or something. So you may want to see if you did that on accident or something. I don't know. LOL. Looks like the girl in the pic spends more money on her body than anything. And she says, good afternoon. I didn't block your number. I swear I answered. I answered you the other day. I was really passed out and I'm at my daughter's today. Me and her stepmom are throwing her a pool party. How did you sleep? And he says, okay, then I get it now. I would like to call you later if that's possible. So let me know about that. I slept really well. Thanks for asking. Some stuff redacted. And she says, doing good. Hope to do better. Hope you and your daughter are having a good time. She says, good morning. Yes, it was fun. I also did her nails last night. I'm so tired. I work all day today. So call me whenever. And she says, 1:30. It's scheduled just so you know. Can't wait to see your face. I missed it. LOL. I'm glad we can do this. Wait, hold on. So this is June 8th. He says, okay, that's what's up. It is a date then. Can't wait to see you. Really looking forward to it myself. I have missed everything about you. And there's so much to you that makes up for all that you are. See you then, babe. She says, all they have is a gray or black because the blue ones you said you had already and you are slim fit and they don't have the size you said, tall. Help me. He says, jacket is like size 46 large and you can get it in the gray color because if you can find a pastel purple colored shirt, I think it would look fly. And you can grab a tie if you want, maybe a dark purple color, but you do what you want because you can do no wrong, baby. My pant size is 36 waist with 34 inseam in case you need it. And Alexis says, you said 48. He says, my other jacket that fits real good is a 46 large. Or she says, they have no pastel. Anything, it's all summer. They have no pastel anything. It's all summer stuff. All I found was a pastel bow tie. I got you in a black tie and a black jacket because all the other colors are 44 and smaller. So white or black undershirt. So she got him basically it looks like she got him a pastel bow tie that she got you in a black tie. Oh no, wait, yeah, I got you in a black tie and a black jacket. Okay, so let's see. And he says, don't get me a bow tie, WTF, LOL. And I already have both a white and black t-shirt, so something else, please. She says, they have nothing but blue. I found pastel pink and yellow and gray. Choose. She says, hurry up, Target closes soon, and this is the last place I can go. And he says, okay, grab the pastel pink. She says, they have 2 times. 2X, but it's not big. Target runs smaller. So I think it'll be perfect. Plus the black paisley tie, it will look nice. I know you didn't want black, and I'm sorry. I'm driving around like a crazy person because I love you. I hope this all works out. I was going to get you a burgundy one, but I'd have to order it. You already have a watch. If not, silver or gold. Not real, but I thought it would look nice if I got you one possible. And then he says, thank you so much, baby. That all sounds perfect. I would like to wear a watch, but I'm not sure if I can. But I would think probably so, right? Have to ask Lee though. But yes, would love that. And I love you. Silver or gold, she says. And he says gold. And then he says, thank you. For real, it means a lot, baby. Thanks. And you look so effing hot, so beautiful at our visit. It did my heart so much good just being with you and seeing you. You complete me like nothing else, and I miss you terribly. Don't forget about taking my pictures tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. And Alexis says, I got you another shirt too. It's like light blue, small stripes, and it has a tie. And then there's a few ties you can mix and match with all your stuff. I hope it helps. The watch was a bust, but maybe next week they didn't have anything for men gold. That was nice. Half of them were broken. Oh, so sorry. They had no gold that was nice. Half of them were broken. Seeing you did me good too. I'm glad we can both be in the place for this. I can help better late than never. Oh my God. I can't. Why? Hold on. I gotta, because nobody uses freaking punctuation or commas, and you're just like reading it, and then it's like 2 sentences. And then when you're tired on top of it, I'm really having narcolepsy freaking week of hell. You guys could see it's horrible. Like, why? It's not, I slept in late because I would stay up late. I shouldn't be struggling. Okay, so where are we at? They didn't have anything for men gold that was nice. Half of them were broken, lol. Seeing you did me good too. I'm glad we can both be in a place for this and I can help better. Or I can help. Okay, sorry. And I can help. Better late than never. And I know I effed up, but I'm trying to show up when it counts. I'm trying to get things set up. And Alexis says, "Are you still calling me at 10:30? If so, I'll wait in the parking lot of the gym. ABS, abs. Wait, I'll call you. I'll call and put minutes on now." Wade says, "Yes, I'm calling at 10:30." And it was 10:22 at the time. Now we're at 6:10, June 10th at 1:11 a.m. She says, "I don't just want to marry you to wake up to you every day or be with you forever. I want to marry you because marriage is hard. Raising kids is hard. Juggling debt, bills, relatives, and jobs, and blending two families and lives together is hard. You're the person I want to go through bad times with. Life is never going to always be butterflies and rainbows just because you marry your soulmate. Life is hard, but it's a lot harder without you in it. I want to marry you and love you every day through every bump in the road. I want to marry you to be your rock through every curveball and to look at you when everything else is falling apart. I don't want to marry you because it's cute and exciting. I want to marry you because it's real and hard work. But a lifetime of ups and downs with you will be worth every second. I don't want to ever experience life without you. I can't leave you. I love you with all of my heart. Wade, always have, and I forever always will. I know my answers to your questions weren't very clear. I was nervous and emotional, and I'm very sorry if you felt uneasy about it or doubtful. I'm trying to show you that I'm trying. Good luck tomorrow, my love. I can't wait to see you. Until then, good night. I'm home and getting in the shower. Don't worry. I won't forget the pictures. Oh, so that's at, wait, what time? 6, it says June 10th at 1:11 a.m. And then at 8:03 p.m., she writes him again. So he must not have responded at all to that. So she says, "Nothing, not a call or message from what I wrote you last night. Show up all day for you, dealing with mean looks and whispers all day long, all around me for you to not even a call or message me. And you're downtown now, so spare me on the having to wait BS." Whoa. And then, so that's, wait, 8:03 p.m. Now we're looking at another about an hour, a little over an hour later. She says, "Tomorrow isn't the last day. Breathe." He messaged me back. "I'll tell you more later on. I love you." So he probably ended up calling her or something. So Wade says back, "Okay, baby, I will breathe. I'm trying. Thank you for everything. Always. Seriously, I mean it. I love you. I will call later so you can tell me. Call you at 10:30. And he says, "Thank you for being there again today. I love you." I read that wrong the last time too. He's saying, "I do not want you to be there tomorrow. I'm going to be found guilty. You don't need to be there as any part of that." She says, "I'm going tomorrow. Why would I let you sit there alone through that? Why haven't you called me? Don't shut me out and close down on me." And she says, "I told you it was going to be all right. No matter what, I'll be here. Please call me tomorrow. I'm so upset you didn't tonight. I love you." Hold on, let me see what time that other one was. So that was 7:08 p.m. And then, so yeah, so she didn't call her that night. And then the next day, so that's a whole next day, next night at 11:59 p.m., she says, "Babe, I missed your call. I was literally vacuuming the damn car and didn't hear the phone. Eva used it. It's been on vibrate since court, but I love you and I'll talk to you in the morning. Please call me in the morning. Sweet dreams." And then Alexis says, "Call me the next day." This one is delete. Recipient deleted. Wait, did he delete her? Now it's back. Okay. That's weird. Huh. So wait, that's 6:13, 9:49 p.m. So the next morning, Alexis says, "Why are you not talking to me? Why are you not talking to me?" Oh, I guess I did that twice. And then he says, "I have tried. I called multiple times and you didn't answer. Then you text me late as F last night on a COD." Okay, sorry. I'm going back. Okay. So then she says, "I had to get new credits put on and I only had one call from yesterday. I'm serious. I'll literally take a screenshot. And I didn't even know you had called until I checked this morning because I was like, huh? He didn't even call me at all. And it didn't show up at all yesterday. I literally waited in class all day to talk to you, and I didn't get any phone call. And then I looked this morning and it shows you called at 5 yesterday." And then she says, "Then call me now the F." And he says, "Okay, I will at 4, promise, when the tablet's back on. I just got back from a visit with Malcolm. But yesterday or today, Kevin no, sorry. Yeah, it does say, but yesterday or today, Kevin Shirley was supposed to effing go talk to the girl at jail. We can't depend on Lee. He effing sold me out to the state anyway. Did you get a hold of me in his office? Get a hold of somebody in his office? Wait, did you get a hold of in his office? And his office number is, it gives an office number. So she probably just wants him to call, I guess. Okay. And then she says, "Well, I waited for your call." Wait, let me see what time. I like to okay, so 3:19. Yeah, so now it's 11:41. He was supposed to call. She didn't call. He didn't call. So she's like, "Oh, well, I waited for your call all night. I think you fell asleep or forgot, but I love you and I hope you call me tomorrow. I need to hear your voice every day, damn it. I just left the gym and I'm going to bed. I was having a rough night and I miss you. Sweet dreams, baby." And then the next morning, she writes, "Good morning. You still never told me what day to do the visit. Well, didn't hear from you last night. Hope you have a good day. I love you." Wow, all day until 10:29. And finally, he writes her back. He says, "Baby, I tried calling 3 to 4 times now, but it goes to voicemail, I guess. You can set a visit for tomorrow, but heads up, it will be outside of my cell door, which isn't the best, but it could work some. We can call on Monday to voice the complaint. I love you and I hope you sleep good, but I'm upset at you for not picking up when you knew I was calling." She says, "I didn't have my phone after work. I went to the Cape shop." Vape shop, I'm sure. Vape shop by my house right before they closed. And I went back after 9 and they were closed. I just went to grab it from the vape shop just now. Trust me. I know you're upset, but I swear on everything. It's the truth. At least I have my phone now. Starting at 6:17, June 17th, Wade says, "Call, ask for Captain Hutchinson. Let me know." So that's number 1. He's giving her some lists. 2, spoke with Lee. 3, please send blank. 4, I want bright red tie or orange to go with the all black. I love you. Now, I didn't redact this one, so I don't know what he's asking. But so he wants a bright red tie or orange to go with all the black. I love you. And then she writes back, "I called to speak with the Cape and they have me on hold to see about the visit. And Lee hasn't responded, but with a can't talk right now. So I will tell him again. Also, she hasn't called me yet either. Just keeping you updated. I have to finish with my client today. So call me after 3:30. I'll keep an eye out. So bright red tie, question mark, or orange. I'll look. Any other shade of red?" And Wade says, "Okay, did you get through to the captain? And if so, what happened? You know they will try not to let you talk to him. And so if that happens, you ask who directly beneath him is available. Yeah, F. Lee, there was a doctor supposed to come visit me today at 8 a.m. Did he come? Nope." So the doctor didn't come. Then rescheduled for 1 p.m. Did he come? Nope. Lee and Shirley and 2 shit bag bitches. Like, we legit need to file claims against them. Okay, and about the girl, right? So remember, she is and has been scared to talk. So she can't confirm your identity or even that you're on my side. Might be why she won't respond. I could get that, to be honest. Lastly, what I really want is a pair of bloody red shoes, size 13. Well, he has to put bloody. Okay, that's real appropriate. And a bloody red tie, both with the all black fit. I will call at 4. Why does he, I mean, does he have to say bloody for the, I mean, come on, that's not, well, of course, he doesn't say anything inappropriate or appropriate. Then he says, we need to file ethics complaints on these mother effers, these lawyers, FR, for real. And then she sends like a 3-page thing that's all redacted. The whole thing's redacted. Look. Whoa. I don't know. I want to know what she wrote. I didn't redact it. I don't know what it is. And then Wade says, get in contact with Lee. Did he visit the female? And then they redacted something. Says, today I've been seeing a doctor since 1, and he's coming back to be with me again at 4. What's up? Are you doing good today? I love you. So remember, Leah's his lawyer. She says, my day was horrible. Remember how I told you my car died yesterday and my daughter's father had to come jump me while it happened? Again today, only it wouldn't stay running. I lost power almost to the bridge in the middle of the street, and nobody helped me until finally a cop had seen and pulled over and was able to stop traffic and to let us go across. But my alternator is completely screwed. So now I have a friend of mine at the AutoZone grabbing parts. He's going to fix it for me because the place tried charging $1,000 to me to get it done. I'm like, WTF? I'm no thank you. So he's like, no thank you because the $1,000. So my day is very stressful, but I love you. And then he says, okay, yeah, I need for you to pick up your phone and you are not. And I've called, so please fix it. What a jerk. Wait, I want to see what time that was. So that was 6:17. She's telling him how like the car broke down, having a horrible day. And he's just saying, okay, yeah, I need for you to pick up your phone and you're not. And I've called, so please fix it. What the jerk is this guy? And then he says, Jesus, for the effing love of God, would you please not allow for your phone to be effing dead so I can call you? Oh my Lord. And then she says, call me now. My phone was dead, babe. And he says, I know that life is hard. It is game time for me, at least. And I need what I needed. But if that is not happening, or if you will be deciding not to show and bring the rest of my clothes for Thursday, then you can say so now. All this hanging up BS is stupid. Take your stress and throw it into the face of someone else, not mine. Cool? Okay, so let me know, what are we doing? As I don't need any surprises or disappointments on the exact same time my court shit is going down. So that was at 8:06, and at 8:09 she says, bro, I literally showed up for you even after hearing horrible shit. I'll make this bigger, hold on. Even after hearing horrible shit that you have been accused of doing. I literally have risked my safety, my family, my face to sit there and support you. I literally have had car issues the last day and a half. It is not my fault this happened. And I'm sorry that I just don't have the money to come out of pocket now to get your shoes. Now that I have to pay somebody to fix my vehicle, I guess over $100 and something I spent on your last ones. Not enough for all the other ties I bought. She's just not good enough, right? But that's fine. You'll have your clothes on Thursday. We'll drop them off. I can't get you shoes right now. I don't know what you want me to do. I know you're going through a lot of shit being in jail. Not my fault that you're in there. It is not my fault that I can't control what's happening to you. It is not my fault that I cannot have the money to do this right now. And that was the plan, like we discussed yesterday. It's not my fault that my car broke down. She's saying that's the plan that we discussed yesterday. And it's not my fault that my car broke down the side of the road with my daughter. You don't give a shit about that. You gave an F about, I don't know. And then Wade says, how about you shut your mouth about the aspect of being in jail and it not being your fault? You don't ever hear me effing complain or cry about being in jail or going to prison, do you? Because I eat the shit like I have to and I go about my life. I'm effing commenting right now on you and me in court on Thursday. I'm saying that it's bad timing, but shit regardless needs to get handled. Court is 1 or 2 days after that. Then shit can happen or not happen. And you don't hear me make mention of any of it to you at all. And that's a promise. I don't go on talking shit. I don't complain. I don't ask for shit. What is he doing now? He is asking for He's asking for bloody red tie, bloody red shoes. Don't complain. Get this. Make sure it's here Thursday. Anyway, I do care about what you got going on, and you're being foolish to speak anything else. But point being, court is still Thursday. I need my all black outfit and red tie and white shoes. I'm supposed to talk to you? Wait, hold on. I'm supposed to talk to you on the phone and make sure you pick out the right clothes because some are same color but don't fit me. But you hanging up isn't winning. Oh my God. Me, what I need. You're in jail because you freaking murdered 2 people. That is your fault. It's not her fault that you freaking killed 2 women, innocent people. I cannot even believe how he's talking to her when she's helping him out. Holy crap. She needs to be done right now. Well, she needed to be done before, but how is she still talking to this man? He's got some kind of spell on them. So that was 8/17, 6/8, June 18th at 8:17 p.m. And then, wow. So wait, let me make sure. So yeah, I guess he doesn't. So they don't talk. Well, maybe they called each other, but now we're in the next day at 7:36 a.m. June 19th. She says, or he says, "Hey, good morning, moaning baby." Or wait, it's supposed to say good morning, but it says, "Hey, good morning, baby. I love you. LOL. Can you please, Alexis, go to Men's Warehouse today? Should 100% get those shoes and tie there. One-stop shop. I'm counting on you. Please. God, try your best to make it happen. Text Lee too about the girl. I'm going to see a doctor at 8 a.m., so we'll call then. Call when I get back. Effer, I love you." Wow. And then he says, "Something super important to tell you, but your phone is off." Yes. Then she says, "Call me now. I love you." This is her saying that. And then he says, "I love you more. FFF. What are you doing today?" So when he said that, that was the 19th. Then the 20th, she says she loves him. And then maybe they're probably talking on the phone. But then the 21st, he says, "I love you more. FFF. What are you doing today?" And then she responds. She said, "I had an appointment this morning to talk to," and something's redacted, "I have going on, and now I just left school. I'm heading to Salon Centric because I have another client I have to do tonight. So I'm getting the color. And yeah, I went to the gym last night, worked out for some reason. I'm having blank today, but I love you and I miss you. I'm going to call Lee County Jail and try to talk to somebody about the visitation right now. I love you." And then she says, "I'm almost done with my client. She wanted vivid red. I've been going since 4, LOL. And then this is the next day. She says, "Afternoon, my love. Been a long day. Been at work. It's been pretty busy. I am doing some work here at the shop in computer work, trying to fix the system. So tired. I'm so mad that I didn't get to talk to you last night, but the are not beautiful. Something, but the are not beautiful. I'm going to send you a picture of it, but I love you and miss you so much. Please call me." So remember, well, dude, I should have played her timeline first, but oh well. I mean, we remember she said after the trial and she heard what he did, she was out. Well, this is way past the trial and she's still loving him. So then Wade says, "Tell me when to call you because I've called yesterday time and time again, but you didn't pick up, man. That's not on me." Still being a freaking jerk. And then she says, "Now." So like, call now. And he says, so that was at 5:56, and now we're at 9:53, so he probably did end up calling. So he tells her, "Gucci colored t-shirt or similar like type, please." Now we're at 2 days later, 24th. He says, "Please, if you would disable your Facebook, it's a good idea to turn off all social for time being. I love you." So now he's making her disable her social media. I couldn't be there this morning. I texted Lee, and when I got in my car, it wouldn't power up. It was the battery was completely dead and no one to jump me. I had to walk to AutoZone and get a new battery. When I came back, the garage was flooded and the pipe in the wall by the water heater cracked. It's copper and got to hit and exploded. So, and Casey, the girl I hired, was sick. So I had to come in around 3 when I was finally done with everything. And now I'm waiting too. I heard the news. Lee told me, "I'm so sorry, baby. I love you. Hope to hear from you later." What news? I don't know. And then she says, "All right, well, guess you're mad at me, but whatever. You didn't call last night." And then he says, "Jelly Roll's wife, Bunny XO, wants to do my interview." And Alexis says, "All right. Are you going to do it? I missed your call. I have minutes on now, baby. I'm starting Uber tonight. I miss hearing your voice. I've been trying to reach out to Lee and Kevin almost every day about your clothes. I also reached out to Wendy. She doesn't have them. She said Kevin does. Well, hopefully those are going to be able to be given to me soon. I also called Lee County Wednesday, Thursday, and yesterday. I've left 4 voicemails and wanted to have somebody that was involving your supposable caseworker or something in jail. They said so. I don't know. I'm going to call back tomorrow in the morning, see if I can talk to that lieutenant you asked me for every time I call. They say that he's either not available or not in, but I'm going to keep trying until you no matter what this is, you guys don't understand how hard it's to read when there's no punctuation and there's run-on sentences and oh my Lord, hold on. See if I can talk to that lieutenant you asked me for. Every time I call, they say that he's either not available or not in. But I'm going to keep trying until no matter what you're convicted of or accused of, you silly human. But I love you and miss you, and I can't wait to hear your voice. And then he says, the clothes ended up getting mailed to my mama in Tennessee. You weren't there to grab them on that day. Besides, my mama should get some of what I wore anyway. She deserves it. But I can't get the phone only Friday, Monday due to the status and no visits. No nothing. I haven't drank in 24 hours because I only like eating canteen and drinking coffee, Kool-Aid in my water. And then there's some redacted stuff. Well, that's not your fault. I mean, you gotta anyway, there's a bunch of redacted. And he says, you can do this today online. I've been on this watch since Tuesday. I love you. So he's making her try to probably feel bad about getting them some food, right? On Canteen. And then she says, that's crazy. I would understand her getting maybe your gray one, but the fact that I stressed myself out and spent all this money that I didn't have on suits for you and I didn't even get them is a little bit shitty. I wanted them. I wanted the damn stuff back because I have to return it. I don't know what you don't understand. That was the whole point of me spending the money on this shit so I can return it. Do you remember that? I understand, I guess. Well, no, really, I don't, because I think it's a lie that it went out to your mother because Lee yesterday didn't mention it. Dude, that's because he sent it to Jesse, right? Isn't those the stuff he sent and he's auctioning it off to make money? Is that what's going on? That just clicked to me. So he's lying, probably saying, "Oh, they accidentally sent it to my mother, but we should let her have it. She should have my clothes." And he's probably sending them to Jesse and to auction, trying to make money off of them, right? Stupid jerk. Okay, and then he says, "I remember, yes, but do you remember that you didn't physically show up on that day? And so what had to be done was done. I thought of my mom and that this would be the last thing in her lifetime that she has of something of mine. You can believe it or not, believe it. That's all on you. Or you can believe it or not believe it. That's all on you. I don't give two F's about anything pertaining to Lee. He needs a 187 fast like. He can't even remember who you are when you text or you see him. So let's not rely on a memory like his. I'm sure I could have your memory sent to you, or I'm sure I could have your money sent to you. And then she says, I was going to return the shoes. I wanted one of your jackets. I'm the only one who showed up with all of your shit all the time, all of those days, besides the one time your friend Todd ordered the other suit. The last day didn't show up. Wasn't because I didn't physically want to. I literally couldn't. I was having car issues done. Already told you that, but whatever, I think that I deserve to be able to have something. But then again, I'm just somebody that you tell what to do, right? And then she said, do you know what? Don't even worry about it. It's fine. I've come to the realization that you only need me to do things for you, and it's cool. You don't actually love me. Just like you lied about the Alexis girl and that you didn't know her, but yet you were pen pals with her for months. So it's like, I'm really tired of getting mentally effed up over you. I'm getting really tired of feeling like you need me to do things because nobody else is going to. The amount of people that you have in your inbox that you are messaging knew this was probably going to happen, but once all this fame dies down and everybody ditches you and nobody answers the phone, nobody talks to you, and you realize, oh, wow, Alexis really was one of the real ones, not just some person that wanted to get on TV. Because right now, I feel like this whole trial thing happened. Don't even know who you are, and you're only trying to get views and ratings and stories, and it's cool. I get it, but I'm good. Wish you the best. I'm moving out of Florida and I'm gone. I can't do this shit anymore. I love you, but you showed me exactly what I mean to you, and you've shown me exactly who I am to you time and time again. I'm just now seeing it. And then he says, baby, you have an entire wardrobe of mine at your place still already, don't you? Besides, it's no issue for me to call my mom and get her to send one or two things back to you. I don't mind that at all, but I obviously need the phone to do that. So be patient some. You're not just someone that does things for me, but when I'm incapable of doing for myself at times is when you step up out of love and handle what I cannot. It doesn't make you some slave, LOL. It makes you caring and compassionate out of love for me. And then Wade says, you are wrong in the view that you're putting on about right now. But again, they say if you love something, then let it do what it wants. You're more than able to do what you need to that makes you happy. I'm not going to bully or talk you into being around for me if that isn't your goals. And then he says, I love you, Alexis. I hope you calm down at some time and backtrack on what you had just said and don't go the route of being that way. I won't stop you, but I will wait. And then she says, that was and is goal. I've told you there's so many times I understand. I'm not upset about your mom having your stuff. It's just that, like, even though I was going to take the shoes back, I really wanted your black outfit. I drove around for hours looking for an effing suit for you. I feel like I at least deserve one of them, and I'm a little worked up today. I'm emotional because you might be in there dealing with shit, and I completely understand it's not the same. I can only imagine what they're putting you through, and I'm sorry for that. And I'm doing everything that I can, including cussing out people multiple times a day to try to get answers for you. I also do things all the time with people's dirty looks, with drinks being thrown at me, with people talking shit on social media, on Facebook that I've been told about. I don't deactivated everything, but it's just crazy. And for you to sit there and be like you didn't show up on the last day when I literally told what was going on. I told you I had car issues. It's not like it was totally out of the blue. And I showed up every other time with everything you asked for, every effing time, running myself ragged, stressed out to make sure you what was going to work for you, and feeling like shit when I couldn't get things that you actually wanted. So yeah, I'm a little upset about it. As for my right to be, I love you and I care about you, and I'm still defending your name, even though everybody is slandering it. And he says, one more time, I love you. Now, since you're telling me that you are choosing on your side to be done with the relationship, I can at least say thank you for letting me know this time instead of ignoring me for 2 months. Okay, then I will let you go live and be what you need to be in life. Goodbye, Alexis. She says, I'm not trying to ignore you. It sucks every day not being able to talk to you. That's not what I want. But I feel like sometimes when it comes to me, it's just like, okay, no big deal. She'll deal with it. And that's not okay, because I sit there and think about your feelings and how you're going through shit. But yeah, I kind of get tossed aside because I didn't show up one day, but I was there every other effing one. But whatever. I love you too. And then he says, I understand. Didn't I ask you nicely to deactivate all social platforms, including Facebook? You must, for at least till after the 23rd. Regardless, though, I understand that you want the black outfit, and I'm letting you know, okay? I will have mom send it to you, so relax about it. I promise. Give me time to get the F off the effing floor in this bitch and have access to a phone. I'm not going to listen to you talking to me sideways, saying I don't love you and I use you and that's it. Use you very candidly. And to be frank, there's no point in me using you. The difference in truth here is only in needing you. So stop being like that to me when you get stressed some. And all I'm saying is that, yes, I understand why you weren't there, Alexis, on the last day. So my option was what? Wendy took the shit and mailed it to my mom. I'm not blame or guilt tripping you here. I'm only making an obvious statement that you can at least try seeing. And he says, dude, you aren't getting tossed anywhere. Oh my God, stop, Alexis. Seriously, relax. I'm not doing that. Stop making your own self feel that's what's up. Why all the CODs? She says, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Wendy didn't send anything. She called, told me yesterday. She didn't even leave with your stuff. Kevin has it, and he's not answering anybody's phone calls or anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm sorry I didn't realize I didn't have credits when I was messaging you back. I'm going to put some on now. I'm sorry. I'll send you some credits back. I feel bad you use them. I want to see what day. That was 10:56. Okay, I guess it is. Looks like it's out of place. And then he says, okay, cool. Well, I just texted her now, so let me find out on my side. Now, unfortunately, this is the last day that I have because I only had this month. I actually have to July 1st but she doesn't, there's no messages between them the next day. So yeah, I don't know unless if I order like that in between time, because remember I have there's a little bit in between now that I'm missing from like the end of the July, and then remember I got ordered those last, I think I got those last messages, the first messages I got, I think they went into like July, the middle of July back, right? But anyway, so I don't know, but that's all I got of Alexis for this group of messages. So, but let's listen to her timeline real quick.
Apparently, I need to educate some people on some timelines, okay? We're gonna bear with me. So this, I'm just going to show real quick. This is the 30th. This is my Gmail. Okay. The 30th. There's many messages because he was replying. Wait for it. There's no messages after that. Oh, and no messages after that. Just continues going up. That's the last one that was on the previous, the 19th. On the last one I just showed you. Feel free to rewind. So,
Dang
the
it.
trial was
I don't have
the
them
10th,
after the.
11th, and 12th, right? He was found guilty on the 12th. Okay, so if that is the case, then those days, right? That's the trial. About a week later, on the 25th and the 26th, was penalty phase. Correct, guys? Right? Are you following me? Here it goes, right here. June 25th was the penalty phase, right? He didn't get sentenced till August. I stopped talking to him in June. So I was there for they said guilty, right? I was not there for the second day of this, okay? It says it in the call. I wasn't there. And that is because I made the excuse why I couldn't go. I could go. I didn't want to. Now I'm going to show you the conversations where repeatedly he has to answer the phone because this whole time I'm believing the evidence, right? I'm sitting here thinking of everything that I've seen, but he's telling me that there's a woman that is in jail that needs to be in contact that can verify everything for him, that can set him free, that can basically prove his innocence, right? So this is the reason why I stayed in contact from the 10th, 11th, and 12th, all right, till the 26th, which I never ever said what date. I said after the trial. So y'all can do what you want. Not to mention the dates have been on those messages that I sent and gave Charlie Blake, and she posted about like a month ago. It's been out. I didn't lie about anything. You guys are literally screwing up the timeline. So we're going to educate again. So bear with me. Here we go. June 10th, right? This is when I started freaking out. Breathe. Okay. Everything. Hold on. The 11th. Thank you for being there again today. It's the 11th. Okay. It's the second day. All right. This is a couple of days after. 12th is when he was found guilty. I tried calling multiple times. You didn't answer. You texted me late. I barely messaged back. Hardly answered the phone, and I blocked multiple different numbers. But I was still holding on to the fact that, wait for it, boom, on the 14th, he tells me to get in touch with the girl. And this is the girl that he's saying that can prove his innocence, right? So this is between the whole first couple of days of the trial on till the next week penalty phase, which was literally a week after. Stay with me. June 15th, baby, right? I was never acknowledged, or I'm the crazy one. Baby, I tried calling 3-4 times, but now it's going to voicemail. I just wasn't answering. I was forwarding them. Asking, seeing if I can do complaints. I love you. I hope you sleep good. I'm set for you not picking up when you knew I was going to be calling because I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't know what to say. Next message I got was this one on the 17th. Calling out. This is to complain, right? Here we go. Let's read it. Oh, there's a I love you. So
So now we see that's one of the stuff they've redacted, that meds info bipolar. I was wondering, remember, I was like, I wonder what they redacted. I forgot she put up some of these messages. So it's because of, So she's putting up hers, which wouldn't, that she actually has. So she would have the unredacted, but okay. Well, maybe now that I'm hearing the timeline again, I guess she has been pretty honest about the timeline.
But, I'm just going to put that out there, but we're not ready for that combo, right? Hold on. Here's the 18th. Asking if I got in contact with Lee about the female that's supposed to be, proving his innocence. Saying he loves me, blah, 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 blah. Placing things in my brain for scans. This is all well before he got sentenced. And you guys are saying I'm lying. These dates have been up the whole time. I never said I stopped talking to him around this time. I said end of trial. Y'all are weird. There we go again. On the 18th, I need you to pick up your phone, and you are not. And I've called, so please fix it. So there's another one of proving why I wasn't answering the phone, but I'm a liar. Okay, here we go. Stay with me again. Again.
Thanks, Michelle, for joining.
It wasn't dead. I forwarded it. Didn't know what to do because I'm on the fence of hearing evidence and believing everything that they're telling me, which is, I believe it. And then I have him, after I had already said, I'm done, it's over. He's telling me breathe, and he's telling me that this girl can prove it. And I'm putting everything together and find out that that was not true. This is just a show, literally, all of them going up to it. And the ones I've shown you. That's just to show you the lineup so you know I'm not bullcrapping, because you know you guys like to do that. This is him on the 18th again later on in the day saying, because I kept saying that I didn't know if I wanted to go. So basically, you know, didn't know if I was even going to show up. So how did that energy change from I love you, I love you, I love you to him not knowing if I was even going to show up because I was so upset. Also, too, I had stated, you lied to me, everything was true, and like, you know, just stuff like, how am I supposed to believe you? And he's trying to get me to believe him about the girl that's supposed to prove his innocence. I literally said stuff about, you're in there, it's not my fault, like, I didn't do this, you did. See if you can take a little, you know, just so you guys can see it's one of the messages, so you can't say it, you know. So you saw the lineup, right? Bear with me. Another one on the 19th. He's texting me like nothing's wrong, like everything's fine again. And then saying he's going to call me after asking about the girl again. Also telling me what suits to get, but we already knew. I'm the one that got them, right? There's verification again to shut all you people up. God, it's ridiculous. Like, stop it. Another time, called me again, wasn't answering. The 19th, just kept going. Ready? This was a couple days later, and I'll show you the lineup just so you can see that there was days in between because he wasn't able to really get on and talk like that. So it was like 2 days. It was weird, but I'll show you. Don't pick up. See, haven't been answering because I was acting different because I was figuring everything out. This is well before that call was on the 20, I think it was either 25th, 26th, if I'm mistaken. It was about me missing the court the last day. So if everybody would stop trying to like say I'm lying, I haven't lied at all. I've never lied at all. I've had these out on Charlie's thing way long ago, and the dates have been there the whole time. When have I lied? I never said what day. I said trial. There was literally like, it was a whole week and then like, or a couple days, and then the next, like a week later, another day. So like what? Then again, on the 24th, right? This is 2 days later. Please deactivate Facebook, right? Right? I'm going to show you this. He had messaged me on the 24th about deactivating my Facebook, right? The phone call was the 25th or 26th, right? All these messages were replying to what I had wrote here, which was, you know, about deactivating everything and basically telling him I wasn't going to do that and that I figured everything out, that he was a liar. Everything was true and I didn't believe him. And this is when he had messaged saying that he understood. So I'm going to show you. But here's the timeline. Here's the messages. So you can see. So the I love you, Alexis, hope you can calm down. One more time, I love you. And this is the one right here on the 30th. Right here is where he accepted the fact that I had left him. So we're gonna jump to there real quick. This is also 30th, right? Hope you can calm down and backtrack on what you had just said, because I had said that he was guilty. He's a liar. Right? This is the 30th. This is right after that phone call. That phone call was about the day that I missed, right? The 25th, the 26th. I went to when he was guilty. I did not go to the second day because I've been putting everything together. So please stop trying to go at other angles. And wait, one more. This is the 30th, a couple of days after that phone call, which you could tell I wasn't even, but look. See? So why? I think I've shown you enough. And this is the last one, because not only did I say he was guilty and all this other crazy stuff, and he said, how dare I say that? But now he goes on to say that he didn't use me, into why I wouldn't take off social media. Just all responses. Oh, can't really say so. So there you have it. So maybe you guys can talk about that. Talk about all of it. And never lied. And it's pretty crappy that you guys jump to conclusions. But, you know, I'm here again to prove you wrong.
Let me play those one clips that You sent me. It was that I didn't even get to watch all of them yet, but let's see.
Up the room.
You said this is from September,
like
right?
He does. He did. I don't really, and I can't say too negative. There was more good than, bad at the time, but he's, just it's unfortunate, and these families had to relive. It's just yes, he did try to contact me again a couple times. I mean, I'm on my phone, so I can't like physically show you guys the amount of voicemails I have, not to mention connection requests, approval and denies from him a couple months back. It's been a while, but I have been getting a number. I just find it crazy how others make it about themselves in abuse. What do you mean make what about themselves? I don't ever really come on here talking about him, but like I said, I had a really, really, really vivid fucking dream. And it had to do with him, and it was just it was crazy. Not every abuser is it's not necessarily that I thought he was going to get out. I knew that even if he were to beat his murder charges at the time, I knew that he was still going to do something for the other shit that he was dealing with. I knew they were not going to let him off like easy if he was going to get away with it. But I was also under the impression and told, just like his lawyer, that, there wasn't any evidence. So I went in there completely supporting, him, thinking that this was what he had said and this was a setup situation. Like this, I believed it so deeply at one point. I did. And then you start hearing things that make sense, and then you start hearing things that don't, and then you start seeing things, and do you think, I mean, he never really tried to scam me. I mean, I did put money on his books the couple months that he was like being starved at the time, last year, but I wasn't the primary person that did that. He had plenty of girls that did that. I knew about most of them though. Get up the room.
Let me play. They're in clips. Let me do this one.
Found in some spots that doesn't make it. There's no way he wouldn't have done something. So it's just like, but I don't know when he'll be out to say whatever, like that's all on him. I don't really speak for anybody else. I don't really even like to get up and talk to him, but like talk about him. I generally don't. But whatever. That was a couple months back. It was when he was in solitary for the shit that happened with Bonnie. When they got caught doing the whole drug shit, bringing it in. Well, he had gotten a DR for it, and they, I'm not gonna lie, he was able to call me once a week. He was allowed to shower once a week, and if most of you know, he is 6'6". It's a big boy. You cannot take a man that size and not give him the calorie intake a day that he needs. He lost almost 75. I think it was almost 70. Now that I really think it was close to like 75 pounds, because they had said that his BMI was still too high and that he was going to have to lose another 20 pounds before they would even do anything about it. So there was that. But I don't know if it's still happening. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't talk to him. I just know that was a previous one. It's fine. I mean, y'all are the ones paying for it, so why are you coming at me? No, I mean, it wasn't necessarily about like what I saw. It was just a circumstance where he had been, it was just weird. I don't even want to talk about it. It was weird. I was at work and he had shown up to my job, and I recognized his voice, and I was in the back of my shop, and he knows where my shop is, and he had come up, and he had said something about the horrible service, which is something he would do, and I got chills down my spine, and I started crying. And then when I had come out, it wasn't like his face or his body. It was weird, but I kept hearing his voice. And then when I hopped over the counter to go to over to where the other side of the food court is, it was like I turned around and he was right there, right in front of me, and I just fucking froze. And then he went to hug me, and I remember breaking down, and then I woke up. So I don't know. It was really weird. It was really weird. I don't know. I also don't know how you all can glorify and make sex traps about him, but hate on me. But, it's his own. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, only because the person who was in the cell with him that I knew personally at the time had told me, but I do also know that at the time when he has done that a few times, I know that they had drugs in the jail at the time. Not now, obviously, but at that time, I know that when he gets high on methamphetamines, he will do anything. If he gets proven innocent in time, then then he would be, but I don't really see it happening. Unfortunately, not just saying it to be like a vindictive asshole or hateful. I don't see that happening, especially with the man that he's accusing of doing all this is sitting free, hanging out with other people, and they're not doing anything. So if they thought it was going to be a thing, I think they would have been doing it. But then again, there was so much shit going on between state attorneys and a whole bunch of shit going on. So who knows? Who knows? But okay. Doing things with guys. Oh my god. Why he doesn't speak? I mean, what is it? In all honesty, though, in perspective, would that have really made a difference? Would him showing emotion, would it have really made a difference to them saying would it have really made a difference to the horrible things that is brought out? It is not really going to make a difference, I don't think. And I don't think he wanted to show any emotion. And it was hard for him when we spoke during trial. It was hard for him to not show emotion, because sometimes when you see his face, it looked like it was the first time him seeing it, which a lot of you have said, which is probably true. It's probably true that his reaction of seeing what he had done, maybe it was the first time him seeing it, because when he was on the amount of drugs that he was on, a lot of them, a whole bunch of different stuff. At that point, I mean, yeah, his teeth got knocked out by a lot of the cops, honestly. Oh yeah, no, he's great with his words, and I know that he had talked to other women. I know there was one in particular that I did not know that he had hid from me, and then he was upset, or when I got upset about it, he had apologized because he said it could have just been honest with me, but that's neither here nor there, though. I mean, Wade's a very, very intelligent individual. He's very smart, but unfortunately, I don't think that he uses his potential up to his, clearly. Look what happened.
Let me play.
Well,
Oh wait,
I'm
hold
gonna get the
on.
tattoo
No, hold
cover up.
on.
No, it's
Let me. That will be. Hold on, I think this one's
abuse
first.
and talking crazy, like knowing that it's.
And this one, and this one. Okay.
I don't think that even if there was a way that he was, there's no way he's getting. They're not gonna let him out. What you really think? They're just not. Well, yeah. I mean, probably. I don't know necessarily if I would have called. I mean, it's so hard to say because, like I said, they weren't close, and he's in a position where he knows how his son is, so it's like, does he take him seriously? And like maybe the one time he doesn't, something bad does happen, so he needed to. So like, I can see why, he was doing what he. I mean, I get it, that type of situation with everything. And he was like, oh, okay, I'll be right back. And he like went in the bathroom with that guy, and then he had come out, and it was like he was like so different. Like it was just different. It was weird, but whatever. You can't, Emma. You're right. It's hard. And I don't know. I think that his dad did the best with what he could. I think if he was maybe more involved with his son and they were closer, maybe it would have been handled a little differently. But at the end of the day, what are you supposed to do when somebody calls you and says that they just not only did one, but like brutally, like the graphics, the via, it just, the stuff was said. I don't understand. So I'm sure he is. I don't know. I don't know. But that night wasn't like, we weren't anything at that point. No, never. No, I went in the same jail, yeah, but he was already in. I was there like hours before all of that happened with some friends because A200 plays. So I don't know. But I wasn't like, we weren't together when that happened at all. He was with Mila. I was just friends at that point. We weren't anything at that time. But
So somebody had asked earlier, and I meant to put it in the chat, and I forgot, but maybe it'll be quicker if I just tell you. So Coral, I don't know if you remember, but she had done a live. This was weeks ago now, and because she was talking to Allie, and so she basically said that Allie and Wade had known each other before he got arrested because they're from local, they're from the same area. And so I guess they knew each other before that. So no, I don't poetic infatuation. I don't have the first message. I don't know when she probably has been messaging him for the 5 years since she knew him. I'm not sure when she started messaging him when he was in jail. So I definitely don't have her first message to him. I guess I have her last one though, because if you just watched her timeline, she put up, I'm pretty sure what she was saying is the 30th was the last day she talked to him, right? At the beginning, I thought that's what she was saying. So I think the 30th, that day is the last day because the first she wasn't in there.
he does call everybody baby. He's good with his words. Like I said, there's not really, I mean, there is no flags with him. Like, he's a smooth talker, and there wasn't, but it was funny though, because when I had gotten in contact with him at Lee County Jail and we had talked about that night, it was funny. He is, and I'm sure he's had to play like he's been in love with many women, and maybe even me was that too. I mean, maybe it was all fake, and if that's the case, then that sucks. But he was a good smooth talker. Yeah, Wade can try to outdo any type of fuckery he puts himself into. He's really good, and then he lies so much that he believes it. Compulsive liar, or was it? What are those ones that believe?
Oh yeah, no, I know that whole situation. Yeah, that was definitely one. I honestly don't think the death penalty is really going to do anything. Honestly, I do know that he did have some issues with some of his calligraphy he put on his body, and there's a lot of people that didn't like him and that didn't like that. So he's probably better off getting the death penalty anyway, because he'd be in seg, not in Gen Pop, where everybody's probably going to try to take him out. So I mean, in reality, he probably would have rather have gone that way anyway. I hate to say it, not saying that I'm not speaking for him, but I just, if you think about it, I mean, he put himself in confinement so many times, especially in the beginning. Oh, well, thank you. I didn't really have low self-esteem. I was actually very confident. I'm very confident and happy with who I am as a person. So, but you guys can think what you like. I thought you were great. Oh, thank you. I mean, I try.
Doesn't it looks like
I'm
she's gonna
just saying,
keep
it could be
crying.
wrong, but I think that, I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, there's he put Nazi symbols all over his body without having a reason to put them on there, other than the fact that he claims that he's something that he's not. So that's a problem. You know, you do that to the wrong people and they don't like that, and then you're gonna not only be in there falsifying your shit, and then you're gonna, you know, it's just, I don't know. That's just what I've heard. So I mean, I don't think he would have wanted to be. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. He's so used to being by himself, he probably wouldn't. But I don't know. I haven't spoken to him about his devil tattoos. What do you mean? He's got 2 of them. Oh, he's got the one here. But oh, thank you. My friend Desire does them. Oh, thank you. They're kind of dry right now, but I got. And then I have. Yeah, stay focused. Let me.
There's the Wade one. There's the Wade one.
Yeah.
Oh, she just overlooked that one. You think we're talking about, I don't know, maybe she ends up going to talk about the Wade. She might end up talking about, because I know the beginning of the next video I'm going to play, she talks about getting tattoos removed. But so I'll just hold them. I'll wait to see if she does. But yeah, wonder when she got that done.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it did. I love it. It did hurt. These hurt really bad, like those little dots right there, and that 4 right there hurt so bad that I wanted to flick my fucking tattoo. Yeah, some of Virgo. My birthday's on the 20th. Don't come on here speaking about Breezy, please. I've asked nice before. I'm not gonna say it again. I'll block you.
So remember, Breezy's the one that in 2019, that would have been around 2019, 2020, right? She was reached out to Wade, and even on her Facebook said like they're called her like she was his fiance or whatever. Remember, she got the tattoo on her chest, Wade Wilson, and she ended up dying, overdose, I'm pretty sure, during like while she was still like, I think still like communicating with Wade. So she just said she must be friends with her. She said, "Don't talk about Breezy, please."
Right now, I am in a camper because lovely social media has made it very fucking hard for me to rent, because as soon as my landlords found out my first name, because I rented from somebody, but when I was going to renew the lease and they found out who I was, because y'all have made this so fucking great for me, guess who didn't get to stay? Guess who didn't get to renew a lease? Guess who has to pay $500 a week to stay in this shithole with my son now? Because this is great. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just, there's things that are not right. It happens. Apparently it's illegal, but they don't care here. I'm trying. It's this really, really small place. I feel like I could find something better for paying $500 a week. But yeah, no. Well, initially I was staying with somebody who was a friend, and the last couple of months she wasn't paying. We come to find out. So we had contacted the landlord and we're like, hey, you know, I can stay, I can sign the lease, like whatever you need me to do, I can pay. And then all of a sudden,
first they were like, yeah, no problem, you can sign the lease. And then 2 days later, it was, oh no, we discussed it. My wife had said no. And I had asked why, and she said that she didn't want to deal with the drama because a lot of you have posted my previous mugshots from a couple of years ago with my address, and then people were saying things like I should burn or all this crazy stuff, and they didn't want to deal with the drama. Not $500 a month, $500 a week. Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, I verified my identity with the dang IRS like a week and a half ago, so hopefully my taxes will be here soon. I don't have to worry about this stuff, but I kind of didn't really have a heads up, and the money that I had to move was like $500 opposed to like $4 or $5 grand that you need to like move. And even though I'm a business owner and it's not, bad, I just I don't have it right now. I don't usually make profit until about the second week in, and it's just been rough right now. Oh, Jamie, that's so sweet.
It's almost like she's on the verge of crying through this whole thing.
Of your decisions.
It's
how is that consequences?
I
of my
feel like
decisions?
it's.
I have all the documentation that it wasn't.
It's almost that she has feelings.
She still
has feelings for him. Because remember, this is from September, not too long after her last interaction with Wade. Because that would be the end of June, so basically July, like 2 months. So she probably still is in this moment when she's doing this live. She probably is still having strong feelings towards him. I'm thinking, because like when she starts talking about him, sometimes like she gets choked up.
Yeah, because it's not who I am. And even though said person has lied to their family and their friends and everything else, and if you're watching, go ahead.
This is the last one.
I'll ask if I'm going to get the tattoo covered up. No, it's a part of my life that I went through. Physical contact. Really? No. He's on there. Listen, I never doubt anybody's intelligence, but can we be for real right now, Ollie? I might do, that's crazy. And that guy's had canteen this whole time he's been in there, y'all. Oh my God. Yes, thank you. My face is a little puffy. Like I said, I had a really weird dream, and it's just a thing. Oh, thank you, Renee. I just kind of how I am. Oh, he is. And it does suck, because there's all these, messages and stuff coming out or calls or whatever. And, he was in there a long time. And there was in between times. And so it's like, it does suck, that it gets put out for everybody to hear, just because those are personal phone calls that you think that you're having with somebody that you care about. Like I said, I have not said or done anything in those calls that I'm nervous about. The only thing I'm a little bit nervous about is the phone sex ones. Just hope they don't.
There you go. So they're coming out. They are. So she's like, I'm not nervous about the calls, but the phone sex ones. So she's got some too. Okay. I haven't seen this. Thanks for sending this to me. I haven't seen this live before.
So if they don't do that, then
really? Then they're coming.
I don't understand. They're coming. People hate you.
She's getting them probably.
I don't know. A lot of them don't even hate me for what he's done. They hate me because it's just that they're not. I don't even know. I don't get it either. Not all the time. I did. They deserve to leak the women who think that love are delusional, down bad with no respect. Yeah, well, I mean, you apparently are making that case part of your life and everyday things. So, I mean, if people are gonna call me delusional because I fell in love with somebody who ended up being a lying sack of shit, which is like what 80% of women and men do anyway. I might just happen to be a fucking but you know, whatever. He seemed high. No, that's just how he is. I mean, he's on lithium. He's been on lithium for months now, but that's not because of like how he was excited to see me, because at the time we had not been in contact and he had blown me up for almost a month and a half and I wouldn't give him the time of day. I was upset and I finally had reached out to him a couple months before the trial, and that's when, you know, we were trying to get everything situated and ready and the lawyers and everything, which was just a shit show. I mean, I don't think he's on them now, and he's been on a lot of psych meds for a while. Off and on. Just 2 years. Off and on. Since the time. I don't know if he's getting new lawyers. From what people are saying on here, they raise money for it, so I guess he is getting one. I don't know. I'm sure they'll find plenty of reasons to do some kind of retrial or something. I don't think he hates women, honestly. I think this is a man that has been in and out of institutions for a majority of his life. And when you're in there for so long, not saying that it's right, but I've met plenty of men that were bisexual. I've met plenty of men that will only date women but have sexual relations with men because of prison. I have a couple of friends, actually, I'm not going to say names, but that they're not gay. They don't want to be with men. They don't date men, but they have, I mean, you're in there with no contact with anybody. I mean, I'm sure, especially if you're in that position where you know you're possibly going down for murder, I think you're going to freaking get what you can take. And I don't think necessarily he received or he gave. I think he was more of the receiver. So that's not my place to judge. Like I said, girls be freaking diking it up in there with pickles and shit at LCJ. So I don't fucking know. And they're only gay for the stay. So if women do it, men are just as whatever, but it's not going to stop you guys from fucking sex trapping it up, because he's just going to be another thing you can't fucking have. But I don't know. There's a lot of calls with a whole bunch of people. I mean, not saying that mine are different. I'm not naive, you know, but I was one of the ones that he wanted to, you know, have go to another state with a friend pretending to be him so that way he can legally marry me. Like, it got to that extent. So I feel like it's a little bit different, because I don't think he had every single person that he was talking to, you know, go and do that. I mean, I still have his ID. So, but that's just,
Wait, what?
yeah, well, I mean,
It's too late now to turn around and back again. I made my bed and now I lay my head in it. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be.